good afternoon, or wherever you're at. This is Kathleen Kaseman. I'm just going to ramble on here because I have been pushing this off for so long. It's really hard for me, I guess. I'm not one of those people that can just ramble on and talk and 10 minutes is over with. And like I said, I'm Kathleen Kaseman, and Jim and I have been married for 57 years, going on 58. He'll call me and say, "This is Jim Kaseman." I say, "Yeah, Jim, I recognize your voice." But I feel I have to say who I am every time I tape, because there's probably some new people that don't know who I am and what I'm doing. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm taping stories about my life and haven't gotten very far. I got to nurses training and graduated as a licensed practical nurse from Devil's Lake, North Dakota, Lake Region School of Nursing. And I went to work there in pediatrics because I loved the children. I just loved to work in the pediatrics wing. And so we had a little boy there. His name is David. And his parents had abandoned him. He had water encephalitis. He had water in his brain, and which made his head grow. And it was a real severe case. I used to go in there and pick him up and just hold him because, like I said, he'd been abandoned, and so I just felt like he needed some cuddling and talking to. His head grew so big that you couldn't pick him up anymore. I don't know how long it took, but anyway, it was really sad. We had to then start just turning him over so he wouldn't be laying in the same spot all the time and get bed sores. And let's see, after that, where did I go to work after that? I guess it was Bismarck, where I met Jim in the hospital as a patient, and I worked on the surgical floor. After that, I worked in recovery room, and I loved that. That was when people came out of surgery and waking up and the different things that you had to do with people that woke up and their reactions to the being put to sleep, and it was interesting. Anyway, I told you last time I was going to talk about my grandchildren, but I didn't bring any pictures back with me today, so I don't have any. I'm not ready to do that. My family today is, most of them anyway, are driving out to Colorado for the wedding of one of our grandsons who's getting married in Denver. He's really from Oklahoma, but he met a gal and she's a nurse. I'd like to meet her someday. I haven't gotten to meet her. And so Minnie Mae Kathleen is Fitzgerald. Minnie Mae Kathleen Fitzgerald is the flower girl, and she's been practicing. So I can't wait to see her as a flower girl going down the aisle. It'll be exciting. Yeah, like I said, our family's on their way driving out there. Not all of them. I don't travel anymore, so I'm missing out on a lot and missing out on seeing my grandkids, which is sad for me, but we can Zoom. I talked to Liam the other day. He's got some toy. It's just amazing to me. I don't know what Chris called it, junk box or something like that. And it looks like a garbage, a big dump garbage. And inside is all kinds of parts, and they make these bots or something. And I mean, they even light up. They've got like a little fiber optics that you can put in there and they light up. It's just amazing, the toys that kids have today. He had to turn off the lights and show us his toy light lit up in the dark. And his dad told us he got a good report from the teacher. He's doing the best in math and reading. He loves to read, and I love that. I hear my grandkids, great-grandkids, and grandkids love to read. And his teacher said he listens well, and he's a very good boy, and that's a good report. He's not our oldest great-grandchild. James is our oldest, and he's 15. I think I'm right in that, saying that. He's a football player, and he's big. He's tall and big football player. Good looking, too, and smart. And that's great-grandsons, the two of them. Of course, Minnie's a great-granddaughter, but she's not next in line. But Minnie and Liam lived close together in Broken Arrow, so they get to see each other a lot. And I remember when Minnie was born, and we'd be there visiting him, and Liam would go up and hold her little face in his hands, and he said, "You are so beautiful." I mean, he loved his little cousin. He was such a good big cousin to her, even though he's not that much older than her, probably 3 years. When she was born, he was 3 years old. But he was so good to her, and it was so cute to watch them together. Anyway, that's Minnie and Liam in Broken Arrow. James lives in Missouri, the football player. We have the twins. Most of you know about the twins, Jules and Lily Beth, and they are 4 years old. They live in Missouri also with their brother Ben, and he's 3. Are they only a year apart? Yeah, I think they are only a year apart. Let's see, I shouldn't have started this now. Anyway, we have Kiva, who lives in Minnesota. She's going to have a new sister in November, and she's 4, Minnie's age. We had quite a few of them that year. Minnie, the twins, and Kiva. Yeah, that's 4 of them we had that year. There are 4. Anyway, to be continued.